anybody else. I think the message that I want to convey to you is that, God damn, Donald Trump has been accused of raping more women than there's T women in the NCAA. God damn, Donald Trump has been found guilty of twice as many felonies as there is trans women in the NCAA. God damn, there's a larger amount of Republicans that came out today and called Donald Trump's policy fucking abhorrent and said that it was going to cause inflation than there's trans women in the NCAA. God damn, like, let's talk about...
including now Elon, right? Do you like Elon?
Well, I mean, I was just going to say, like, let's talk about like the things that you think that Donald Trump is going to do good for America.
I'm not too big of a fan of Elon. I think he's kind of crazy sometimes. I'm not a big Twitter person. Like, I don't deal with all the nonsense on Twitter, and I do know that they release a lot of, you know, stupid things on there. I wouldn't even say that I'm a big Donald Trump fan. I think some of his stuff kind of leads to dictatorship.
Okay. And can you I'm so sorry. Can you respond to what I said? I feel like I'm saying things that are just going completely unheard.
I have the White House page pulled up with the economic security rebuild. What my biggest thing is that he's going to do a tariff on people that have been giving us tariffs. So it's like, what's the problem with that? They've been taxing us all this time.
Wait, did you say that you kind of think that Trump is like a dictator? I just want to clarify. Did she say that?
Some of his policies,
Yes.
like taking out the U.S. Constitution,
Bro,
that's
what?
crazy.
Wait,
I'm sorry. You still support him?
I support conservatives. I don't necessarily
So you don't support Trump?
I wouldn't necessarily back Trump. I think we should have a way better alternative.
so you're not a Trump supporter? So you think that Kamala Harris should have won the election?
God, that's such a hard one to say. I don't think she should have won the election either, because I think she was up there.
No, but given that it's one or the other, who would you prefer?
Trump. And
Why?
that's so sad.
So you'd prefer dictatorship under your own view?
But I don't think she was made to be, like, I think we were already in a horrible situation.
I have a question. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
No. I think that we could have a good leadership as a woman. I think we could have a Republican woman run our country.
Republican woman. All right. So, like, what's one Trump policy that you find yourself to be quite a big
Wait,
fan?
did you support Nikki Haley?
She probably doesn't know
I
who Nikki
don't
Haley
know
is.
who that is.
So,
Okay, never mind, sorry.
so once again, why do you like Trump?
Because I'm a conservative and he follows conservative values.
Like which ones?
He fought for women's rights with the fought against abortion ruling.
Oh, so you're pro-life?
Yes, I am pro.
Oh, God, why would you ever be pro-life? Please explain it to me in precise detail. We're gonna have a great conversation about that. You and I are, okay? Lay it on me. Why the fuck are you
Personal
pro-life?
perspective, I had a lot of trauma when I went through my abortion at the age of 17. I suffered a lot of PTSD, and it's actually like shown statistically that women suffer a lot of mental health issues coming out of an abortion, and it's really rough. Like, I got sent home with a ultrasound photo
Okay.
of that from Planned Parenthood, and it was like traumatizing.
Question. Can we agree that birth also can and does cause trauma?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you think we should ban abortion because it can cause trauma to women, we should definitely also ban birth because it can cause more trauma to women, right?
I think birth can cause trauma in different ways. I think
Right, worse ways. Significantly.
Or at least we should stop forcing people to go through birth against their will.
Right.
But there's 2
listen,
million
just
people on the adoption waiting
just respond to the please, dude, just respond to what I said, please.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Bruh, okay, I'll repeat it. Come on, though. Come on, just listen. Just please listen the first time. Please, I beg you. So, yeah, you said that we should ban abortion because it can cause trauma. Okay, well, your logic here would imply that we should also definitely ban birth because it can cause more trauma.
But I don't think birth causes more trauma.
Okay, what's your source? Because as far as I'm concerned, when I look at something like the abortion pill, which just stops the supply of progesterone, right, to a fetus, basically starving it with like 1 or 2 pills over 24 to 48 hours, and then I compare that to going through 9 months of physical and emotional pain and turmoil, ultimately leading up to a birth or a C-section, where birth can include a fissure from your vagina to your anus, and a C-section includes like very harsh and like you're going under. C-section is a very harsh and invasive procedure. Like I'm definitely led to believe that birth seems more traumatic, right? I mean, I'm just a man, but one could only assume.
Give me 1 second. Trying to so I guess more physical trauma would happen during a birth. But I guess what I would say is that more emotional trauma happens when an abortion happens. Like I felt a lot of
I have an idea. So you think that because you have a uterus, you could speak for everybody else with a uterus, and I fundamentally reject that. I am not led to believe that Mary, age 20 on my TikTok live right now, is so incredibly wise and knowledgeable that you are able to speak for every other person with a uterus in this country and say that because you had an experience of abortion in which you took trauma away from, that therefore no other woman should be able to either. I think that is incredibly disingenuous, and honestly, it's one of the most disgusting pro-life arguments because you're trying to like guide everybody down this pathway that somehow like restricting upon a woman's access to abortion, restricting upon their bodily autonomy without any good reason, which I classify as a human rights violation, is somehow good for them, right? And I just think that's morally abhorrent. And my last point here will be very simple. In areas with pro-choice legislation, we literally see higher qualities of life. So we see lower levels of poverty, we see higher levels of education, we see stronger and better families with children that have better futures. So this idea that somehow access to abortion erodes the fabric of our society and produces worse outcomes for individuals is completely false, right? And I feel like the argument, because you could point out one downside for some people, A, this doesn't account for the upsides of many, and B, when we look at the general upsides versus downsides, because areas with pro-choice legislation have higher qualities of life on average, you could tell what direction I'm going to lean towards. And then on top of that, I don't know, let me see if you're consistent here. Do you think that gambling should be legal?
Yeah. Actually, I don't really play a part in that, so I wouldn't mind if it was banned or not.
Do you think that liquor should be illegal?
No. I think the age requirement at 21 should be fine.
I'm pretty sure that liquor has caused more depression, trauma, and death than abortion. All right. So if your argument is depression, trauma, and death, you should probably also therefore think that abortion should be legal.
We're fighting against birth and abortion. I don't think alcohol has anything in relation to that.
Yes,
okay,
it does.
well, then what about the trauma for great victims who can't get access to abortion in certain states because Donald Trump has left abortion access up to the states?
Please, before you answer Parker's question, please, before you answer Parker's question there, I'm not going to let you just pivot away from this argument because there is a direct one-to-one comparison here. You particularly said that women that get abortions should not be able to get abortion because they might be able to take trauma away from that abortion. Well, I'm definitely led to believe that there's more trauma, death, and depression that can be taken away from liquor than abortions. All right, and you don't think that liquor should be illegal. So why would the potential trauma that is entailed from an abortion therefore imply that abortion should be illegal? Before you answer Parker's question, I want you to respond to that point.
Okay, you're trying to wrap me up in this thing of saying that banning alcohol and banning abortion for the only reason of emotional damage, but that's not the only reason that I have.
That's the only reason you've gained so far.
Because I haven't been able to speak.
All right, sorry. Okay, well now you have the mic.
I know, sorry. So I feel like there's like also a big pressuring in that stem. Like I said, at Planned Parenthood, I didn't have the best experience, but there's also been proof and there's statistic evidence that women suffer even long-term damage from being pressured into abortion. There's a lot of things that be wrapped up into the health aspect of it. Like the healthcare industry of that nature is not healthy for them.
So you just think it's wrong to pressure people into abortions? Yeah, I also think it's wrong to pressure people into getting abortions. But guess what? I don't think that means that we should ban abortions. Like, think about it this way. People can get pressured into, like, cliff jumping. Does that mean that we should ban cliff jumping? No. People can get pressured into to, I don't know, driving when they don't feel comfortable driving. Does that mean that we should ban people from driving? No. People could get pressured into doing a lot of things and then yield negative outcomes, but that doesn't justify banning that thing. That probably just justifies more awareness upon like informed consent, right?
Okay, and then how about the fact that when we put in abortion laws, we take away from the fact of the 2 million people on the adoption waiting list, waiting for getting a child that would make them happy. Over 90% of abortions.
Yeah, 2 million families want to adopt kids. Women, guess what? You got to be forced incubators. There is so many families that want to adopt babies. So for all the women watching the stream, guess what? If you get pregnant, you're going to be an incubator for them. And guess what? After you're an incubator for them, you're not going to get paid either. You know what? Fuck you. You're a forced incubator because there's so many good, God-willing families out there that want to raise children. That is your life, okay? And guess what? I'm a member of the Grand Old Party. I'm a traditional Catholic Christian. That means that I also don't support birth control. So fuck your birth control. I don't support contraceptives. You're more likely to be an incubator, and that's what I want. And at the end of the day, I'm also going to ban sex ed in all public schools because it's against God. But in all reality, it just increases the chance that you'll be a forced incubator for one of these families that wants to adopt and raise children. And those children that will go into those families, guess what? They may be highly wanted when they're 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, but the day they hit 13, 14, they're wanted by nobody, and their quality of life is going to be so poor that every December, when you walk into a local Walmart or Target, you're going to see a little fucking dinky Christmas tree with the names of orphan children on them that you can buy gifts for because their life sucks so much, and the only reason why they're in that position in the first place is because I'm a traditional conservative that wants you to be a forced incubators for the families that only want them when they're young. That's a very delusional worldview, and I hope my explanation there demonstrates why, I guess.
That's a very dark view.
But that's reality.
I mean, I don't think that is. I think that's a very dark view. I think people are. Do you believe that people are made to be good?
I mean, actually, it's a deeper view, but yes. But I mean, yeah, it's neither here nor there.
I'm confused why you brought that up.
I brought that up because like it's such a dark perspective. Like I would naturally think that people are not going to think that they're an incubator for someone, that they would want to make a family happy, you know, that this would be a happy experience for them.
You know what, dude? If a family stole every dollar from my bank right now, it'd make that family happy. Does that mean I'd have to be okay with it?
That has no relation.
Right.
That has no relation. That's like stealing. That's stealing something, and you're.
Dude, hypotheticals don't make any sense, dude.
Yeah, it has no relation.
They don't make any sense.
Because guess what? In the hypothetical scenario I gave you, I'd be a family would be forcing me to give me my resources to make them happy. Guess what? That's what you're advocating for. You're saying that these new families should be able to force women into giving them their resources to make them happy. Not only does it have relation, it is a one-to-one analogy, ma'am.
I just don't see it in the same light.
It's different.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely opening. Like, I definitely appreciate this conversation because it's opening a lot of perspectives that I didn't have. So I want to say thank you. But yeah, I guess I just didn't deem it like that. That's crazy. And then a lot of people are bringing up in the comments that woman that's on life support. I watched a video the other day that her family wanted her to have the baby. But everybody I've seen also post about how they didn't. Like, that's not right. I guess, I don't know. I've been reading up on that and a lot of different things. I'm glad that we had this conversation. I think I'm not going to really argue much more because those are the two topics that I wanted to debate.
Parker had a point for you earlier about abortion.
Oh yeah, what was your?
Did you? Were we gonna respond to that? So, like, what was the claim you just made? I want to make sure we respond to that first.
I guess like what I'm saying is I didn't view it in that light of someone being an incubator for like society.
You mean like the individual that was brain dead in Georgia?
Yeah, like I saw a video.
One that is literally what it is, and then two, I'm pretty sure the circumstances are that the fetus isn't even gonna be likely to survive.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't even know that. See, thanks for telling me, but yeah, I guess I got more facts and a new perspective on things, so I do appreciate that. But I guess I looked at stuff at a lighter perspective, at just a surface level, and I need to dive deeper into things a little bit more.
Okay,
I guess that's a fair assessment.
for
Have a good
sure.
one, guys.
All right. Okay, bye bye. Dean, are you playing the background noise for Phineas and Ferb?
No, I was just kind of fucking around. I guess. Let's go to get that next guest up here. If you are in that queue, make sure that means that you're MAGA and you support Trump, y'all. We're gonna go to get that next guest loaded into the stream right now, guys. Make sure that we're double tapping away on that phone screen. And Megan, thank you so much for the $10 over on Venmo. Megan says, if you hated your abortion, go to therapy. Don't steal my rights. Megan is spitting facts. That is right, Megan. Amber with a $2, and Anita with a 1, and Rochelle, thank you for the 5. I appreciate that so much. What is going on, Brianna and Josh? Are you guys MAGA?
Yeah.
How old are you?
21.
Brian, thank you for the $10 and
They're not
Araceli. Thank
here.
you so much. I appreciate the $3. Thank you.
All right, would you help me get a next guest loaded
got you.
into the stream? All right, guys, we're going to go to get that next guest loaded up right now. I tell you right now, we got Emma Roberts loading in. I would also like to thank you, Laura, for the $25 over on PayPal. Can we please show some love to Laura down below in that chat, guys? Show Laura some love. I really appreciate you for your kindness, Laura. $25, that's a lot of money. I really appreciate that. As well as Rachel, thank you for the $10 over on PayPal. Delia, that is Delia, thank you for the $10, as well as Megan with a 5. I appreciate you guys for your kindness. If you're watching and you're like, hey, I like this Dean guy, these streams are pretty cool, and you want to support me, you can find my Venmo and my PayPal in the link tree in my bio. I get 100% of the proceeds on those platforms. They'll go straight to me, as well as you as a child, as well as you'll be able to add a message that I could read off on live and give you a shout out. And if you're watching on the YouTube stream, you can find the Venmo and the PayPal and the pinned message on the stream. Drake, what's up? How old are you?
Hey there, I'm 18,
What year were you born in?
2007.
You support Trump?
Kind of.
Kinda. What does that mean?
I'm not the biggest Trump supporter ever. I think he's done some good things, and I think he's done a lot of bad things.
Okay, but like, where are you? Like, would you say that you do consider yourself a supporter, or are you like, are you, or are you not?
Like 4 out of 10. There's a lot of things that he's been doing that, like, I'd like to discuss, like Ukraine.
You like what he's been doing in Ukraine?
Not necessarily like, but
You think he's?
I
Been
think
doing
one
a
of
good
the
job
deals
for
that's
Ukraine?
gone through. I think he's been doing a decent job, not
I think
amazing.
he's been doing a shit job.
So you've heard the deal that's gone on recently, like what was it? They take half Russia gets some big cities, and you know that deal?
The deal that Putin didn't agree to.
Try and pull it up more specific.
The deal that Putin didn't agree to.
Yeah, Putin wants everything.
The
didn't agree to
deal,
it?
the deal that Putin rejected and then dropped the largest bombs yet on Ukraine the next day. That one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was recent.
Nah, listen.
I just
man.
heard about it like a week ago. So
Okay. All right. I mean, is there anything else you want to talk about, Drake? And Drake just left.
no.
Okay. Yo, VRII, thank you for the $20 over on YouTube Super Chat. VRII says, hey, Dean, I've been watching you for a long time now, and it's my mom's birthday today. Could you wish her happy birthday? Her name is Angela. Angela, if you're watching, happy birthday to you. Well, I think that you've raised an incredible son or daughter. And B, I hope that you have an incredible birthday. Angela, if you're watching, seriously, live it up, have fun. Do something fun, hang out with the family, go out to dinner, do your thing. I appreciate you so much, VRII. And once again, happy birthday, Angela. As well as holy shit. Oh my God, I need to thank somebody real quick. Douglas for the $100 donation on PayPal. My lordy lord, dude, Douglas, the Chad over here says, Dean, thank you for the wonderful content and good talking points. Love your stream. Keep up the good work, bud. Douglas, you are the man. Thank you so much for the $100 donation over on PayPal, guys. If we could please show some crazy love
Douglas.
to Douglas down below in the chat. Seriously, guys, let's get at least 1,000 W's for Douglas. That is so incredibly kind of you, Douglas. Shout out Douglas and happy birthday, Angela. Brianna, welcome back. I don't know why I kicked you. How old are you?
21.
21. What year you born in?
2004.
What month?
May 4th.
Got it. You'd be 21. Are you MAGA? And you're on pause. If you can't see me, I cannot hear you.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Yeah,
Are you
I am.
MAGA?
The bio says 22 on her profile, apparently.
Okay. Bio says 22. She says 21. I mean, it doesn't seem to indicate that she's a fetus. But I guess out of curiosity, why does your bio say 22?
Actually have no idea.
Okay, I'm willing to believe you. Why do you support Trump?
Yeah, that was my bad. I think it's because of because he's pro-life.
Ah, no, dude. Ew. Why are you pro?
And I think, listen. I think it's more because, like, I like his economic leadership, too.
Okay, well, let's talk
Okay.
about pro-life.
Tell us.
Why are you pro-life? What a crazy view.
Because I believe that every life deserves a chance.
Why? Why do you
Why
believe
wouldn't?
that?
Imagine you weren't alive.
Oh, okay. So basically, abortion's
imagine
wrong
you
because if
were
my
alive.
mom got an abortion, I wouldn't be here.
Like, I feel like every life has an impact.
Can you answer the question? Do you think that abortion's wrong because if my mom got an abortion, I would not be here today?
I think it's about many statistics involved. That's just part of them.
Okay. Well, my dad pulled out. I wouldn't be here today. So is that wrong too?
What do you mean?
I kind of mean what I said.
I think it's wrong to have an abortion to, like, I feel like it's your fault. Like, if you're clearly messing around, I feel like you should just own up to your own actions.
Oh, so in other words, the only reason why you think abortion is wrong has nothing to do with the value of the fetus, but rather
I didn't say that was the only reason.
the
I
quote
didn't say that
unquote
was the-
irresponsibility
I
of the
didn't say that
mother.
was-
Guess what? You're not pro-life. You're pro-control. Bada boom, bada bang. You
No,
suck.
I didn't. No, that's not it. No, you said all reasons. I have more.
Okay, give them.
That's no. So would you say you're Christian or have any religious beliefs?
Nope. Are you?
Yeah, so I'm actually
yeah.
I'm an Orthodox, devout, evangelist, traditional Christian.
Okay, so would you say that I believe that even outside of religion, that I have a moral stance that taking innocent's life is wrong?
No, I don't think that you believe that. Are you a vegan? What the cows, chickens,
No.
and pigs do to you, man? Fuck, they're not innocent.
Okay, but those were actually made for us to eat.
Okay, so if a woman eats her dead fetus, it's all of a sudden not murder.
There's a difference between animals and humans.
Great. So you think it's particularly
Humans aren't
wrong to kill-
animals? Humans
I
aren't
don't
animals?
believe animals and human. Clearly, if animals.
Really?
were
You don't
humans,
think
then
animals
would
are
have
humans?
rights?
Can you tell me what an animal is?
What
Yeah. Can you tell me what
An
an animal
animal?
is?
is a living organism that belongs to like a kingdom Animalia
Okay. Did you know that? Did
that
you know
have
that
an animal cell?
any definition that you will provide of an animal will be applicable to human beings? Because human beings
So-
are
so why
animals.
don't animals have rights?
Well,
why don't animals-
you can make that argument. That's an argument against you, right? In this context, right?
Also,
Well,
like,
clearly,
Sure,
if you're,
sure, you could
no,
you
no,
could
no.
say that, but like that
If-
still
if
doesn't mean
you're
that you can't make it.
comparing-
You can make a distinction, at least from a moral sense, right, between humans and non-humans on the basis of the fact that we are a part of a species that meets a particular threshold of rationality. That's it. We still are animals, though.
But you're comparing animals and humans. So clearly, why are animals
hey,
up on the
listen,
board? Why are
I
animals
just
president?
listen, man. Listen, we're not PETA or anything. I'm just simply I gotta mute you because you got crazy fucking static in your background. So like we're not PETA or anything, right? Like I definitely do enjoy a 10-ounce ribeye. Okay, don't get me wrong. So I'm not like vegan or anything. And the comparison was necessary because of the argument that you made. So you were the one that said that abortion was wrong because you don't think it's okay to kill innocent life. Okay, well, I mean that would include cows, chickens, and pigs, their life. So what you meant to say was that you think it's wrong to kill innocent human life. All right, that's all that I wanted from you. It was just like the first drill down of your position. Could you call it like a cheap shot, like a dunk? Sure. Okay, you could do that. All right. So do you want to debate your position that you think abortion's wrong, as you think it's wrong to kill innocent human life?
I do think it's like wrong to kill innocent life.
Yep, and it's wrong to kill plants,
Okay, all right. So do you think that it's murder?
Plants have a difference. It's a difference.
but they're innocent life.
Okay, come on.
What did the
No,
fucking plant do?
but-
What did the fucking plants do to you?
All right, we're trolling at this point. We're
We eat
trolling. We're
plants.
trolling.
Plants,
Dude,
plants
okay,
were
okay,
literally
okay,
made
okay.
for us to eat.
You just mean it's wrong to kill innocent human life, right? I'll stop trolling. I'll stop being like Charlie Kirk. I'm like totally pulling a Charlie Kirk right now. So like you think it's just wrong to kill innocent human life, right?
I think it's wrong. Yeah.
Okay, great. Is it murder?
To kill.
Yeah, to kill innocent human life. Yeah.
I wouldn't call it perhaps murder. I'd just call it killing it off because if
Okay,
you think
then what-
about it,
then what's murder?
Sometimes in hot. Huh?
Then what? How do you define murder?
Unlawful killing of another human being.
Wait. So how many enslaved
Only
individuals
unlawful.
during
That's
American
crazy.
in American history were murdered?
I don't know.
Well, your
How
answer would be
many?
0 because it was never illegal to kill them.
But it's
And then also
Like,
this would
right
imply
now.
that abortion's not murder in states with pro-choice legislation. So obviously, like, murder is not just simply unlawful, right? Like, because we consider, like, genocides to be, like, mass murder. Okay, well, like, the genocide of Jewish, Romani, Black, and gay individuals and the Holocaust, like, that wasn't unlawful. That was lawful in accordance with the laws of the state of Germany. So obviously, that's not how we use the term murder. So why is it murder to kill me but not murder to kill a fetus?
because I feel like it is still murder to kill you.
Okay,
It is
so
murder to kill you.
Is it murder to
but
kill a fetus?
I feel like. I mean, technically.
Okay, it is murder to kill a fetus. So I just want to make sure that you think it is a murder to kill that.
I think if you would call it that, I mean, I guess so.
Okay,
I'd call it that.
wait. So you're a vegan? Because this is a dolphin fetus.
What do you? I wasn't even looking at that.
Like, have you gone to the aquarium before and been like, "Oh my God, get the human babies out of the aquarium"? Like, has that ever happened
Like
to
I
you?
said,
Would you
there's a
think
difference
someone's
between
crazy
animals
if
and
they thought that
humans.
when they went to the aquarium?
There's a difference between animals and humans. I thought we went over this already.
But you just said it
Yeah,
was
but like,
murder
yeah,
to kill
exactly.
animals.
Exactly. Like, why couldn't you tell the difference?
I didn't
then?
say it was a murder to kill animals. You asked me if
Wait,
it was a
but like, if you
murder
went to an
to kill
aquarium, if you went to an
a human
aquarium,
fetus.
and
we were
there was
talking about a human fetus.
wait, if you went to an aquarium and someone at the dolphin section of the aquarium, right, said, "Oh my God, get the human babies out of the aquarium! Call the hospital right now! Get the ambulance! Human babies are in the aquarium! They're drowning!"
What are you talking about?
You would think they're pretty crazy, right?
Bro, we're literally trolling. We're trolling so hard.
Bro, literally, like I said, there's a difference. Are you an animal or something?
Yes.
There's a difference between
Yes,
an
I am.
animal
I literally
and a
am.
human.
No, I'm an animal. I'm an animal and I'm human.
So you should be kept in a cage.
What? No, you did not just say that. No, you did not. What do you think? One, do you think all animals should be kept in cages? And two,
No, just you preferably.
Are you okay?
Yeah, she's
that's
cooking you.
it.
Yeah, she's cooking right now. She's cooking right now. Yeah.
Like, clearly you're acting like one, so might as well.
Dude, what are you talking about? Every single human being is an animal.
So why don't... Okay, if animals are basically human beings, why aren't they up on the podium? Why aren't they giving us speeches?
Just because human beings are animals doesn't mean all animals are human beings. Like, what are you talking about?
What? You just said that all animals are humans. You
No,
just said
I didn't. I know. I said humans are animals. Not all animals are humans. Yeah,
So
no,
what is-
I'm calling my
no, no,
dog.
no,
I have,
What is-
I have a question, Brandon.
what is-
No. I want to ask the what is question. What is evolution?
She doesn't know. She doesn't believe it. She believes God spawned in human beings like it's Minecraft.
What do you mean spawned? Okay, there's a difference between... you just believe a bang bang happened?
A Big Bang? Wait, you don't believe? Wait, we could literally observe the Big Bang. The Big Bang is
Cosmic
just
background
it's
radiation
just-
photons.
The Big Bang is just like the rapid expansion of the universe. You can like look through like I forget what the name of the telescope is, but there's like telescopes that we have where we can like see the Big Bang. You don't
Yeah.
believe in something that
You
we can,
saw
like,
it with your own
see?
eyes?
Yes, you can see it because there's cosmic background
What is-
radiation photons.
What is that one like telescope group? I forget.
James Webb?
No. I wrote a
Hubble?
paper. No. It's like a group of telescopes on the Earth that they use. They could compile them together, and it's like very high power. It has like there's a name for it. I don't know if there's any like astronomy majors.
I don't know any
in the chat.
different one.
They know what it's called. It's like a collection of telescopes on Earth.
SETI or CERN? No.
I don't know. I forget what it's called. But anyways, you could see the Big Bang, Brianna. Why don't you believe in it?
Because I believe that, like, by
Also,
reading
that's not
the
even
Bible-
evolution.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
not even evolution.
Yeah, we brought up evolution, then you're just like, oh, you believe in something that we could empirically observe, measure, and test and predict.
She's like, you guys
Oh.
believe in science.
Wait. NASA.
I believe in a
wait.
better source than you could ever believe in.
Wait, Parker. What is the third letter in NASA?
S.
What's 3 times 2?
It's 6.
Dude, no, what's 6 times? Wait, not times 3. What is 3 sixes? 3 6 6 6. What is 666? The mark of the
18?
beast of Satan.
Oh.
And S is the third letter in NASA, and S is the first letter in Satan.
Are you okay?
Hey, Dean, are you okay, man? That was a bit of a crash out. But I have your source right here. Do you see this source right here?
Oh God, I'm lightheaded. Holy fuck. Oh no.
I found your source. Do you see it? You want to see it? You want to see your source? I found it.
Oh no.
Are you done?
Do you want to respond? Like, do you want to give us a source or any evidence?
Sorry, you could give me the side eye. Okay, I'm
Of
done.
what?
What were we just talking about?
Of like anything that we fucking
I
said.
don't know. He
Anything-
was
yeah,
like
we
yelling
were-
sixes.
we were talking
He was
about
just
the-
like yelling sixes. So
Here,
I'm not
we were
sure.
we were talking about the Big Bang Theory. We were talking about the Big Bang Theory. We were talking specifically about evolution. Right? We have good evidence of
Well, I'm not-
evolution.
A Big Bang your house.
Whoa! Oh, Brianna!
Did you just say that, Liam?
Yo, oh my God, Brianna! Whoa, too far, okay, dude, chill
What
out.
the fuck? Why? I just asked a question. I was being nice. I was literally being
Yo,
nice.
she needs anxiety pin more than I do, bro. Okay, all right. Yeah, can we get some W Christians in the comment section? You know, like what a W Christian. You know, she's going to heaven for sure. What's up? Do you support Trump?
Did she just?
Yes, sir.
Did she just bomb threat you? Yeah, I think so. I think she just did.
What the fuck? What is going on? Okay, how old are you?
19,
19. What year you were born in?
2006,
2006. What month?
March.
March. Phenomenal. You would be 19. Okay. Before we hop into a debate, there's a couple people I got to thank. Anita not going to read that. Anita, I'm going to call you Anita. Thank you for the $10 over on Venmo. They say, why don't you read my full name? You know why. Fuck off. Then also, an Ellie, thank you so much for the $10 over on Venmo. That is ANALIE. Thank you so much for the love. I really appreciate you so much. Huge shout out. I really appreciate you so much. It's incredibly kind of you. Also, let's see here.
Dean, I just realized why you don't read the whole name. I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you,
could-
Anita, for the $1. I really appreciate Anita.
You could get tricked. You could get tricked up, bro. Okay. All right. Like, you know,
Whoa.
people can make us say some really bad shit. That's why I only read the first name. Jessica, thank you for the $50 donation over on PayPal. Holy shit, Jessica. Thank you so much for getting my twins, Tennessee and Alana, interested in policy. Even though I'm an advocate and ran for policy, for a political office, they listen to you more. Oh, Jessica, well, hey, first and foremost, thank you for the $50. Second of all, I'm sure that they listen and love you. And third of all, thank you so much for your kindness. And if your daughters are out there listening, you guys are awesome. Thank you for the $50, Jessica. That is incredibly kind of you. I'd also like to thank Sophia for the $20 over on PayPal. Sophia says, I love you, your lives, and everything that you do so much. I live in Europe. Oh, dude, that's awesome, Sophia. Well, thank you for tuning in from Europe. Love to Europe. Thank you for the $20. I'd also like to thank Tyler for the $10 over on PayPal and Alyssa for the $20 on Venmo. Y'all show some love to Tyler and Alyssa. That is Alyssa spelled ALLISA. And oh my God, dude. Holy fuck. Dude. Joel with the $150 donation over on
Jeez.
PayPal. Jeez, dude. Oh my
Jeez.
God. Guys, can we show some love to Joel down below in that comment section? I want to see at least like 10 minutes of W Joel's down there in that comment section. Okay, we're going to read his message as well. Joel says, hey, Dean, loving the streams. Thanks for all you do. Hopefully people see your streams and change their thoughts on politics. Say hi to Parker for me, please. Bro, Parker.
Hi.
Okay. The man of the hour, Joel over here, says hi. Okay, all
What's
right.
up, Joel? What's up, Joel? W Joel's in the comment section right now.
Huge shout out to Joel. Huge shout out to Joel, as well as another Brianna with the $20 on YouTube super chat saying, I don't claim that Brianna. So based. As well as GTA, thank you for the $20 as well, saying that last anti-abortion woman should really look at postmortem and preeclampsia. Terrible stuff. Oh, that would refer to the one before the last. Yeah. No, I agree with you. Thank you for the $20. All right, you guys are awesome. AK, take it away. Tell us why you support the worst president of your life.
Can I thank two people real quick?
After Parker
Before I
thanks
get
the people.
into that, just support our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah, obviously. W Jesus. Let's go. I'm an Orthodox Christian, okay? Evangelical to the max.
Alex, thank you for the pound. And Brianna, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. My girlfriend's the one with music. I don't really have many music racks, to be honest.
Okay, he just left. Oh, I'm not actually Orthodox. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you.
Dean, do you have music racks?
I've hella, always.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, my all-time favorite song is called "Evil Side" by the Nil.
Okay.
I think it's called. Wait. Let me check. If I'm wrong about the name of one of my favorite songs ever made.
That's actually the fact that you don't know for sure is actually very concerning.
there's a
Dean.
lot-
Are you actually?
Yeah, it's
are you
called- it's
actually a
called-
music person?
It's called "Evil Side" by the Dirty Nil. It's a great song. Let's go and get that next guest up here.
Joel, thank you for the $6.66 for the Mark of the Beast. Thank you so much. And JC, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
There's also some good bands
True,
like
JC.
the Altons. They're great. The Altons are based as fuck. Okay, the Altons are awesome. I don't know what else. Mako Road's pretty sick. Black Country New Road's awesome. I kind of like Tyler Childers, even though he's like country for whatever reason. I really love Tyler Childers. Okay. There's some music recs. Let's go to get some of David Bowie's old shit hits. Okay, it hits. Backseat Lovers always go hard, but the two.
How do you know so much music, bro? How do you know so much music? I like literally, bro. I feel like ever since I started watching, debates and doing this shit, I just I stopped listening to as much music unless I'm in the car.
Well, to be fair, same. But like before I did debates, it wasn't the fact that I enjoyed music. I made my own. Had a little band out in Boulder. I don't know.
True.
Music was a huge part of my life. You know what I mean? I would choose my friends based upon their taste in music type shit.
That's great.
No, it's definitely a little bit of a superiority complex type deal.
That's crazy, Dean.
Like-
That's crazy.
I don't know. It's crazy. It is. What's up, Emma? Do you support Trump?
Haley, thank you for the $5. That's so funny.
Kai.
Who's Kai? Tell me.
Job. Get one. Moving on to Tanner. Here we go, guys.
Is he saying Kai Sinat? For foot's sake, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you.
Oh, you guys are talking about Radiohead down there in that chat? Dude, W Radiohead, as always.
This is for foot's sake said I'm donating to you because Dean got me hooked on Uncrustables. He's a jerk.
They're really good. They're really good.
I got some and then I never ate any because I was I'm low key just scared of the peanut butter. I don't know.
why?
I'm weird
They're
like
fire.
that.
They're so good. They're like the perfect snack. Okay, guys, we're wasting time. If you're
I
part
have
of the
weird
10,000
things with food.
If you're part of the 10,000 people listening in and you support Trump, go ahead and drop a MAGA down below in that chat. We're going to get you up here, guys. As well as Taylor. Thank you so much for the $12 over on PayPal. Hi, Dane, all the way from Oz. Hello to Australia. Thank you for the $12, Taylor. Doobie-doo, what's going on? Do you support Trump? Get the fuck out of here. Okay, would you help me get a Trump supporter up here? Go ahead and drop a
Yeah, I
MAGA down
got
below in
you.
that chat, accompanied by your age if you would like to come up here and debate. Also, make sure that we are double tapping away in that phone screen and sharing out this live with a handful of friends. Raven with the $6.66 on Venmo saying, Hail Satan. Whoa, dude. Dude, holy water. Holy water. Get out of here. Oh, dude, get out of here. Get out of my face.
Hey,
with
how's
that
it going?
Satanist shit. What's up, Lee? Do you support Trump?
I do.
How old are you?
34.
And why would you ever support Trump? Of all people, why him?
I wasn't a supporter day one. When he first came up for election, I definitely was anti-Trump. When I, first voted, I was part of, voting for Obama back in, what was it,
Based?
2012,
Let's go.
2008, 2012.
Obama? Okay, all
So I
right.
definitely voted. I definitely voted for Obama, was a part of that whole thing.
So why do you support
It just
Trump today?
over time I felt like my values have not changed significantly since back then
Mm-hmm.
and what is currently the Democratic Party. has changed significantly.
So could you show us
Just
like
it
how
is
like
night and day different.
So what values did like Obama hold to be the case that like Donald Trump holds to be the case? What values specifically?
Like I said, it wasn't purely based off the presidential candidate.
Okay,
It's also based off
you can't
party, right?
so you can't like
There's a
articulate
couple
any good
things.
you can't articulate any like
No,
good
no, no,
reasons why
no.
Donald Trump is a good president?
I'm just clarifying.
Okay, can you
I'm just
please,
clarifying.
for the
It's
love
not
of
purely.
God, can you, for the love of God, just name a reason why Donald Trump is a good president?
He is better than the alternative of the Democratic establishment.
Okay, so why was Trump better than Harris?
Harris is a plug-in candidate who was undermining the democratic process. There is no good reason why a VP should automatically get the presidential nod.
Okay, so
None.
so you don't like
What?
So you don't
None.
like
Wait,
okay.
if Donald Trump died, would JD Vance step up?
No, that's not what I said. Hi, Parker. Don't jump in like that. That's not even what I said.
Yeah, no, if literally one day prior to the election.
That is completely different. You're talking about setting up, voting. Just because you were the prior VP does not mean you should automatically get
Listen,
priority over all other candidates.
People could have run against her. Nobody did. People could have
Why
run
do you
against
think
her
that is?
for the
Why
because
do you
she was the
think that
sitting
is?
VP.
No. So who determined that she shouldn't have had any opponents? Can you tell me?
Nobody determined that.
The Democratic Party did.
No.
It's the same thing they did to Bernie Sanders back in the day.
Okay,
And I was a huge Bernie fan.
Okay, the establishment
So,
fucked
to
over.
me-
Listen, can I talk real quick?
Sure.
Okay, the establishment fucked over Bernie. I could agree, 110%. Now listen to what I have to say about Kamala Harris. So, first and foremost, I would like to inform you that the primary processes for the Dems and the Republicans are not a fixture of our government, are not a fixture of our country, are not a fixture of our civil electoral processes. In fact, they are private political parties of the likes of which you could start your own tomorrow. In the general election, you have the right to vote for whomever you'd like to, meaning you could have voted for Harris or not, right? Now, my point here is that she followed the rules and the regulations of the DNC. And in fact, the rules and the regulations of the DNC are the same as the rules and the regulations of the RNC. But if you saw this as some type of impending threat to our democracy for whatever miscellaneous reason, tell me why you didn't see Donald Trump's attempted coup of the 2020 election as a threat to the American democracy when he didn't just get a majority of the votes from the delegates in the primary election for a private political party, but he lost a general election for the presidency and then tried to rig it to install himself as the president for a second term.
I wasn't a fan of him being a sore loser, but I
He
think it
launched
was
the
greatly
largest internal
blown.
attack on the American democracy since the Civil War. Not just being
I
a sore
do think
loser.
it was greatly blown out of proportion, personally.
I disagree, and I can tell you why.
I rather debate about something else. Honestly, I'd rather debate on
disagree, and I can tell
policy.
you why.
Let's debate on policy.
You weren't debating about policy.
Let's do that.
Wait. You weren't debating about policy when you told me that Kamala Harris was anti-democratic processes. But as soon as I bring up Donald Trump being anti-democratic processes, you deflect. I wonder why.
No. I think everybody's been there and done that for a while. Everyone's talked about that event for so long now. It was on, on the media for
so you just don't
months
care
and months.
that you don't care that he sent fake slates of electors to 7 different key swing states to install himself as president against the voice and
Here's
vote of
what I
people?
care about.
Like honestly, I don't think that people should stop talking about this until he's out of our government. It was the largest internal attack on the American democracy since the Civil War. He literally installed fake votes for himself in Congress and then admitted to it. Why wouldn't we talk about it? Let's fucking talk about it. Who's the bigger threat to democracy, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
And you see, that's the part where, unfortunately, that's what a lot of the prior presidential, thing was made about, is who's the bigger threat to democracy.
Answer the question.
Personally, I think it's both sides just screaming out of their lungs.
Who's the bigger
both
threat?
Sides are just,
if we talk about the facts and nothing but the facts,
I don't think either
who's the
were.
bigger threat?
I don't think.
Wait,
I
so
don't think either were.
Explain to me how Donald Trump wasn't a threat to our democracy when he tried to silence the voice and the vote of every single American citizen in 2020 by installing fake slates of electors in 7 different key swing states that then sent fake, non-official certificates of ascertainment to Congress and then pressured his
Technically
vice
speaking,
president.
if what you're referring
Oh my
to,
God.
he's not able to insert those fake electors. He's not able to do it. That's not true. But like I
Wait,
said,
wait, 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 wait. When you
debate
say,
about something
wait, what do you
else.
mean?
I'd
What do
rather
you
debate
wait,
about
wait, no,
something
tell me what
else.
you mean. Tell me what you mean when you say he wasn't able to insert those fake slates of electors.
The
All that he had to do in order,
president does
all that he had to do in order to be successful with his plan was to A, have Mike Pence just straight up accept the fake slates of electorates. He would have been president. Or B, have Mike Pence
No.
claim, yes. Or
No, that wouldn't have happened.
Why
That
not?
wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have.
Why?
I think people are assigning too much weight to this magic wand that could have supposedly kept him in office. It's the same reason why
Wait,
Pence
disprove me.
stepped
Yes, Mike.
aside.
Wait,
It's the same. It's the same.
About to say, Mike Pence could have accepted the fake slates of electorates that Donald Trump had sent to Congress in the 2020 election on January 21st, 2021. Prove me wrong.
Mike Pence did everything he was allowed to do
answering my
constitutionally,
question.
which included
You're not answering my question.
not going for what Trump had asked for.
You're not answering
which
my
was,
question. What would have prevented Mike Pence from accepting the fake ballots?
All right. So real quick,
No
truth.
response. Great. Got it.
No. There is a response here. So realistically, I think what you guys are doing good, which is encouraging dialogue from both sides. That's good. But if you want to be truly successful in what you're trying to do, something that I think Democrats are behind Republicans on,
Okay, answer my
realistically,
question.
with this open forum, hold on. Stop getting stuck with the recent past. It's done with. Let's talk about future policy. Let's talk about it. No,
I'm
seriously.
sorry. Every single thing you talk about is in the past. Like literally every
No.
single thing.
Yeah, okay.
You
listen,
asked
sir,
me why.
I
You
think
asked
that,
me where it came
I
from.
think that you're a raging fucking hypocrite. Are you ready to learn why? I think that
Sure,
you're a
go ahead.
raging fucking hypocrite because you told us that you voted for the fascists because Kamala Harris didn't have a primary election. But as soon as I talk about how Donald Trump tried to rig a general election, I'm just the loser Democrat that wants to focus on the past. No, you could either give me a response or just admit that you don't have one. But like the sophist approach
I don't have
of
one.
trying to
I
make
don't
me
have
look
one.
like a bad guy because I want to
No.
talk about the largest internal attack on the American democracy pisses me the fuck off.
All right, Dean. I don't have one specifically about that.
Great.
I came here prepared to talk about other things that I'm passionate about.
Oh,
How
awesome.
about that?
So then why do you support Trump?
So I actually was on, Parker's live earlier, and I was trying to debate him. So I'll go based off of what I was prepared to talk about earlier. So I know abortion came up a lot.
Okay, I've
That's a
debated
big one,
abortion for the
right?
last hour and a half. Pick something else. I'm sorry, man.
Man.
Did I already talk to you?
No, we didn't. I was waiting, and then you switched to Dean's channel. So
okay.
I joined here.
Why are
I
people
even
spamming
followed
in the
Dean.
comment section that you're Canadian?
I'm not sure. Maybe my voice. I'm a little sick right now. Is there something about my voice?
Could you please say SORRY?
Guys, this trolling doesn't
Can you
do
say it?
anything
Can
to
you say
me.
SORRY?
It doesn't do anything.
Can you please say that word?
Come on, Dean. Let's talk.
Wow, he can't do it.
Please say
So-
Can you say it? Can you say
Are we gonna-
SORRY?
Why would I say that?
Just say it real quick.
Doesn't I'm not too sure what you're trying to do.
Say it or I'm going to kick you.
Is this something about Canadians? I don't
Yes.
Yes, it is. Say it.
get it. SORRY?
No,
What?
like
I don't
say it out.
understand.
Say it out loud.
Say
Speak
it.
the
Oh, that's
word.
funny. Sorry. What is it? I don't get it.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
I'm actually Hispanic, so I don't know if there's any Hispanics in freaking Canada, but
Could you tell us
What?
So-
why you like Trump?
I'm trying to get to it, but you guys aren't letting me get there.
Oh, get there, man. I'm sorry.
All right, Parker. So earlier, and I heard it on the channel earlier. You guys were talking about abortion. Can I just talk about it just for a little bit?
Are you
Go
pro-life?
ahead.
I have some questions for you guys.
Are you
if that's
pro-life?
okay, I'd like to turn the table.
Man, are you pro-life?
I'm actually pro-choice.
Okay, then we shouldn't
For the
talk
most
about
part.
abortion because then we should.
No.
No, listen to me. Don't
But I'm
interrupt me.
pro-choice.
Don't-
I'm pro-choice based off our current access to technology and medical care.
Okay, listen.
My opinion
listen
is going to change.
I want you to stop talking so I can speak, please. I'm asking.
Let's go
you-
for it.
I'm asking you why you support Trump. Okay, you being pro-choice does not inform me on a reason why you support Trump because Kamala Harris was pro-choice and Donald Trump is not pro-choice. So please answer the question. on top of your head.
Kamala Harris has zero opinions on how she truly feels about things. She feels however the wind
That's
blows.
just a ridiculous statement. That's a ridiculous
She feels
statement.
Okay.
I don't even want to take that seriously.
I just indicate to us a reason why Donald Trump is a good president. The last time you talked about Kamala Harris, you hated it when I turned the tables on you, and you said that you wanted to go back to talking about policy. Okay? You, sir, requested a conversation about policy. So, sir, please indicate to me what Trump policy you like.
I personally think everybody puts too much weight on what the president can and can't do. Let's start there.
Sir, you are
That's
now
too much.
on mute one more time. And the next time, I'm not going to mute you. I'm going to kick you because you grilled me for talking about the coup in 2020. You said, Dean, I want to talk about policy. Why don't we have a conversation about policy? You grilled me. And then you painted me out to be some crazy Democrat. So I'm going to ask you
I don't know why.
Tell me what Donald Trump policy you like. I'm going to move on. Okay, because you're the one that wanted to talk about policy so darn bad that you were grilling me when I wanted to talk to you about policy, but now I will. So please tell us what policy of Donald Trump's you like. Very simple question. Just one good thing about the man, one good policy. Take it away, bro.
Can you guys hear me okay? I don't know what happened to my AirPods. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, awesome. So recently, I wasn't a complete fan of the way tariffs were implemented, but I'm not against them. We can start there.
Okay, so I asked you for a policy that you think is good. You just told us that you don't think it's good.
No, I said I'm not 100% on board with the way that it was implemented. That's not what I said.
Okay, was it good or bad policy?
Overall, I'm in favor of it.
Great. Why? Why is that?
I think for far too long, the US has allowed other countries to put their priorities and interests above ours. And I think tariffs is one of the few tools that a presidential person has at their disposal to overnight change that playing field. I think it's a very powerful tool.
Okay, explain more. What do you mean by that?
So realistically, any meaningful change on the world stage, it is almost 100% on the president, right? Can we agree on that?
No.
That's one of the biggest responsibilities of a president. It's not Congress. That's actually what the president's for.
So I asked you to explain why
relations.
You like tariffs, and then you said that it just could like shift like the global power dynamic. Okay, so how did Donald Trump's tariffs favorably shift the global power dynamic?
I think it's still in progress. I think addressing the China threat is a big one. I think that's what it was all about all along. Where I disagreed.
Addressing the China threat. So what do you think the tariffs are going to do to China that is favorable for us?
I think, the way the tariffs were implemented, not purely to just address the trade, surplus or whatever it is that Trump was talking about. I think it was to tackle other issues or disagreements we have with China.
Okay, dude.
I think it's both.
Hey, buddy, stop talking like a magic 8-ball. Tell us specifically how the tariffs will do something to China that is favorable for America. Be specific, okay? Don't talk like a fucking fortune cookie or a magic 8-ball and just like give us a very clear answer.
It is forcing them to the negotiating table.
To negotiate what? What is he going to use the tariffs to negotiate with China, and why is it a good idea?
I think one of the pieces is the whole, fentanyl issue. That's a huge one.
Oh, you can't sell them live.
Now you get fucked. What an annoying guess. I don't know why I found that guy so annoying. I just did. Maybe it's just, been a long day. I don't know what it is. But dude got fucked. You can't say the names of any DRUGS on live. Unfortunate for him. He probably didn't know that.
Dean, by the way, look at the one message I sent you.
Yeah, I'll do a 4-hour live and then some time after that.
How are you at right now?
At 3 hours and 16.
3 hours 16.
Maybe I could also end at like 3:40, 3:30.
Yeah, we do that.
Guys, we're gonna get our next guest up in here, y'all. If you are in that queue, make sure that does indeed mean that you do indeed support Donald Trump. And yeah, if you are in that queue, go ahead and join that queue of your MAGA. What's going on, Mary? Are you MAGA?
Oh, hi. Oh my God. Thank you for letting me speak. I'm sorry for rage baiting. I'm sorry for speaking some dumbass bullshit in the chat. I mean,
are you MAGA?
Can I just no, what the fuck? I'm sorry.
I don't know who Mary is, but I think I like them. Guys, go ahead and drop a maggot accompanied by your age down below in that chat if you do want to come up and debate. Don't know who Mary was, but she seemed chill, not going to lie. We're going to go to get that next guest up here right now while we are. Leah, thank you so much for the $40 over on Venmo. Leah says, you should wear a different color shirt. The last few nights you've been getting shit guests, and I swear it's because you've been wearing the same similar color dark shirts. Yeah, honestly, I don't blame you for like engaging in superstition. I can't imagine how annoying it is for like the viewers to just see like super shit guests for 4 hours straight. But I really appreciate you for the $40. In fact, I will use that $40 to go and buy a new shirt. What's up, Ozzy? You MAGA?
Yeah.
How old are you?
19.
19. Morgan, are you MAGA?
Hello. I actually have a question about, because I'm from Australia.
I'm sorry, Morgan. We are only looking to talk to Trump supporters from America. I do apologize. What year were you born in, Ozzy?
2005.
2005, and what time is it?
6:24.
What state are you in?
You said what?
What state are you in?
Missouri.
Okay. I think Missouri Central. So take it away. Why do you support Trump?
It is.
So, you know Cookie King?
Oh my
I have-
gosh. I'm gonna cry.
I have a question. Have you ever,
Yeah.
do you know what a job is?
Nah.
Can you tell us what a job is?
Nah, I don't even know what a job is.
Do you know what a job application is?
Never.
should
I'm never getting a job.
Get a job!
That's so rough. That's actually very unfortunate. How do you feel, man?
I don't know why. I've noticed this thing. Like all their fandom, like Cookie King's fandom is like actually pretty funny about like being unemployed. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. What's up, IDK? Are you MAGA?
I am not, but I just wanted to say I have a guitar too.
Based. It's very nice, man. Moving on to the next guest. We just kind of want to get some Trump supporters up in here to debate. Hello, Michael. Are you MAGA?
No.
Okay. Based. WU, man. Moving on to the next guest here, everybody. By the way, if you're watching and you want to support me, you can find my Venmo, my PayPal, and the link tree in my bio. Get 100% of the proceeds over on those platforms. What's going on? Pepsi.
Cookie King mugs you, 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 Cookie King mugs you.
Is it like Beetlejuice? Like if you say it 3 times fast, it becomes like true?
Yeah, he does mug you though.
I'm gonna get a job. Moving on to the next guest, we got Rayway.
Unironically telling them to get a job is...
Okay, goodbye, Rayway. Little white boy spamming the N-word. My apologies that you guys had to hear that. What's up, Molly? You support Trump?
Yep.
How old are you?
18.
What year were you born in?
2007.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Moving on to the next guest, guys. We're going to get that next guest up on the live as we speak. As well as Wacky Lack Gaming. Thank you for the $20 over on YouTube Super Chat saying, am I too old? What is this cookie thing? You probably are too old. Probably too employed as well. Thank you for the $20. I really appreciate you so much for the love. Oh, you want to guess who's back, Parker?
What's up?
Hi.
Brianna, why did you make a terrorist threat against Parker?
Oh, yeah, what the fuck? I forgot about that.
I would never. Oh my gosh, that was not
You
me.
literally engaged in a bomb threat against me. Like, unironically engaged in a bomb threat.
It's because I have connections.
What? You act like
Can
that
make
made
it
it
happen.
better. Was that an apology?
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm so deeply sorry from the bottom of my heart.
You're weird as fuck. You're a weirdo. What do you mean? I have connections.
too.
I could bomb your house. Holy fucking shit. Get a load of this joke.
Because I'm Russian. Because, like, I was born in Russia, so, like, I'm kind of related. You know? Okay, anyways, can we, like, talk about, like, actual stuff now?
What the fuck is going on?
Oh, like, y'all literally asked me. Okay, I'm sorry.
Bro, be normal.
You be normal. You're not normal. Were you bullied as a kid?
Yeah, I actually was.
Me too.
Oh.
So why do you want to...
Makes sense.
It makes sense. Why does it make sense? Tell us.
Because you just kind of look like you were bullied.
Well, the reason why I was...
Why do I look like I was bullied?
I look like I was... How do I look like I was bullied?
I don't know. You just remind me of Chicken Little.
Chicken Little? Why do I remind you of Chicken Little?
I don't know. Just your face.
What about my face?
Just you?
I would have got if you said Phineas and Ferb, but like.
Yeah, I don't
dude.
get the Chicken Little. I mean, the Chicken Little have a.
Well, like if you put glasses on yourself, like I feel like you would convince everyone that the sky's falling down. You know what I mean?
I actually have no fucking clue. You're saying incoherent gibberish. So, in fact, I do not know.
No, it's the story. It's the story. Don't know. Like Chicken Little, he goes up and he tells everyone that
Okay,
the sky's
so why do you
like falling down.
So last time you were up here, we're debating abortion. Is there any other reasons why you support?
We don't need
Trump?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, what is
I
it?
think the economic policies.
Okay, what economic policies?
Like the economic performance, like pre-COVID.
Oh, economic performance before COVID was pretty good. How did Donald Trump cause that great economic performance? What did he do?
Because from 2017 and from 2020, the economy experienced actual growth.
Yeah, how did he cause that growth?
Because the tax cuts and the
okay, that's actually not true
deregulation.
because we calculate growth through GDP growth, and it is
Yeah,
the
they
case
do.
that Donald
you
Trump's
can
tax
literally-
cuts only led to 0.04% GDP growth per year, which was equivalent to.
No.
So my source would be my source would be a study done by two Harvard
Tax
economists.
cuts.
Hey, man, would you just mind listening? So my source is a study done by two Harvard. My source is a study done by two Harvard economists, one right-leaning, one left-leaning. You could find it yourself if you go on Google and type in macroeconomic impacts of 2017 tax reform bill. It would indeed indicate through the 32 pages of the research that yes, it is true that the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act only led to 0.04% growth in the GDP annually. You denied that. So what is your source saying otherwise? I'm guessing that you don't have one.
Because it reduced corporate taxes from 35% to 21%.
Okay, well, ChatGPT is
It
telling you what the bill
provided tax-free
did,
for
but
many.
I gave you a study that demonstrated that overall, those cuts only led to 0.04% increase in the GDP per year.
So you don't believe that this his performance was good?
Not really.
Really?
I gave you my
Literally,
source.
everything was cheaper.
Brianna, I fucking gave you my source, ma'am. With all due respect, I gave you a source. Do you have combating information?
Listen.
No, I'm not going to listen to you. Get the fuck off the live. Yeah. Jennifer, thank you for the $20 over at Super Chat saying you're amazing, Dean. Oh. No. Okay, don't worry. Jennifer, once again with the 20, they say you're amazing, Dean. How are you able to stay so calm, and why do all of these MAGAs have the same brain mush and talking points? I don't know. It's pretty bad.
Low key, I wanna drag my balls across your face. Low key, you're a sexy man.
Okay, Scotty. Well,
with the fucking camera on is so.
Yeah,
weird.
I appreciate you for the compliment, but the dragging the things across my face, that was quite unnecessary, Scotty. I got to tell you.
Just quite.
That was quite unnecessary, sir. But he's a really kind-hearted fellow, right? Just wanted to come up here, be a good guy, and I can't do it anymore. Hi, Frankie. Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Like 10 and a half. Love you, Dean.
Bro. Actual fetus? How you feeling, Dean?
I probably want to end the debate soon. That's how I'm feeling.
You know what? I have something I could something we could do.
Really? What is it?
Cookie King mogs you, bro.
Tony, job.
It's been a long time since we've done it.
Oh, what are we talking about here?
It starts with a B and ends with an S.
I'm so happy I didn't let my intrusive thoughts win. Battles?
Yes, battles.
Battles! Oh, you're right. We haven't. we haven't.
Wait, what was your intrusive thought, bro?
No, battles. I was right. I was right the first time. It was battles. Wow. Yeah, we have not done battles in a very long time. Oh, wow, dude. I would love to do. What about? What about for everybody? That's terrible. For everybody watching, do you guys would you guys like to see some battles, some back? Oh, I've lost it. Would you guys like to see some battles, guys? Would that be fun? God, we haven't done battles in a very long time, everybody.
Oh.
would you guys would like to see some battles? Yeah, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll do some battles. We'll do some battles, everybody. At this point, you know, we've done a very long 3.5 hours of going live, and I'm kind of done with the debates, guys. I'm not gonna lie. The last 3.5 hours have been very tiring, but we're not done with the day. You know, we'll do some battles. It's been a while, but we are gonna go ahead and switch our account to do that. So for everybody listening right now, if you want to hang out with me and Parker, honestly, you know, these battles used to be a lot of fun. I knew people would enjoy them quite a bit. They get clipped up.
Very, very not serious. So just letting everyone know.
Yeah,
very not serious.
Very not serious at all. Very not serious at all. Oh, somebody in my chat says, dude, that creepy guy should be denounced. Well, yeah, I guess because he said it to me, I employed my coping mechanisms. But yeah, fuck that guy, right? But anyways, all right, everybody. So if you want to hang out with me and Parker doing some like very unserious shit, I'm going to be going live on my other account to do them at DNC Dean, right? I'm just going to go and use the restroom before I start the stream over there. So if you want to pull through, hang out while we're doing some battles, go to at DNC Dean on TikTok. That is DNC Dean, right? And I will see you guys there very, very shortly at DNC Dean. What account are you going live on, Parker?
I'm going to go live on the Parker Get a Real Job account.
Okay, all right. So he's going to be on at Parker Get a Real Job. I'm going to be on at DNC Dean. And we will see you guys over there shortly. I'll probably be live over there on, I don't know, like a minute. I just have to use the restroom real quick. Once again, that is at DNC Dean. See you all soon. Parker, see you soon, buddy.
I'll see you.